sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have second down behind the sticks. Another try following the sack. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and long for him here. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field. The beauty of defensive tackles is they come in all shapes and sizes, from 280 pounds to almost 400 pounds in their football gear, Kate. But when you get one of those war daddies that can shed a tackle and create a negative loss like that, well, those guys are real hard to find.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
To throw, Daniels. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you can give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Turbo one hard.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play action with Tunga Vailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Dolphins 15, Commanders nothing.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Running with H.A. and out of the gun. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his 1st time out. He has it at the 13. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Street, street.
Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
Turbo 1.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
All right. Out.
Trying the right side. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Okay. Let's go.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And the Commanders will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Get it. Ready.
They'll start this series with an option left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Short, got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
3rd and long for Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a spot.
They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Return starts from the 16. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Go.
3rd down give to Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him